Continuing on from our previous video, we're now going to talk about a new term called congruent. And congruent figures have the same size and shape. So segments that have the same length are congruent, angles that have the same measure are congruent, and the symbol for congruence is right here, which is read as is congruent to. So vertical angles are formed by intersecting lines, and they are always congruent. Okay, so in this figure, angle 1 is congruent with angle 3, and angle 2 is congruent with angle 4. In this example, we want to know if angle A is 50 degrees, what is angle B? Well, we see that angles A and B are still on the straight line, so that means they're supplementary. So 180 minus 50 means that B would be 130 degrees. Now, angle F we see is vertical to A, so it's going to have the exact same measure. Angle F is going to be 50 degrees because they're congruent. Now, if we look up, we want to know if angle D is 30 degrees. What is angle E? Well, we see our right angle symbol here, so we know these two angles have to be complementary. So to figure out angle E, we do 90 minus 30, and so we see E is equal to 60 degrees. Now we're going to get a little more complex, and I'm giving you expressions, and we're going to create an equation to be able to solve for the missing angles. So we see this 90-degree box up here, which tells us these are complementary angles. So we know that x plus 12, angle A, plus 3x plus 2, angle B, have to equal 90 degrees. First thing we do is we combine like terms. I have a positive x and a positive 3x. I have a positive 12 and a positive 2. When I combine like terms, I get 4x plus 14 equals 90. Now we solve this like a two-step equation. I subtract 14 from both sides, and this gives me 4x is equal to 90 minus 14, which is 76. And when I divide by 4 on both sides, we see x is equal to, 19 degrees. Now we're not finished. All we found out is what x is. To figure out the angles, angle A is 19 plus 12, which equals 31 degrees. And angle B is 3 times 19 plus 2, which equals 59 degrees. Now we are finished with this problem. We see angle A is equal to 31 degrees, and angle B is equal to 59 degrees. Now, last example. We want to solve, and we see that this is a straight line, which means these two angles have to equal 180 degrees, meaning they're supplementary. So 2x plus x plus 30 has to equal 180 degrees. Now again, I combine like terms. 2x plus x gives me 3x, and then I bring down my plus 30, and that equals 180. I subtract 30 degrees from both sides, and I end up with 3x equals 150. Well, when I divide by 3 on both sides, 150 divided by 3 leaves me with x equals 50 degrees. Now again, we are not finished. Only x is 50. We have to plug it in to solve. So we see this large obtuse angle right here is 2 times 50, which equals 100 degrees. And we see this acute angle right here is 50 plus 30, which equals 80 degrees. Now we are finished solving. We have both degrees complete.